Predictions for the 5th season of Stranger Things, scene by scene, and in exact chronological order. Important notes before beginning: Season 5 will be the final season, so the focus will be on wrapping up all the dramatic threads. Hopper, 11, Mike, Will, Jonathan, Nancy, Dustin, Lucas, and Max, after her coma, will all play major roles. The primary enemy, Vecna, but in a stronger and more developed form. The events will return to Hawkins, but there will be an element of time travel or parallel universes. Clapperboard Stranger Things, Season 5, Episode 1 title. Aftermath, episode length, 58 minutes. Orange Circle Scene 1. Inside Will's house. Morning, location, Hawkins, Byers' house description. The camera slowly moves inside Will's partially destroyed house, with the remains of burned family photos. Will's background voice reads from his journal, "Greater than, everything has changed. The wall between our worlds began to crumble, and we no longer knew if we were dreaming or having a nightmare." Will, whispering, "I felt it. We weren't dead." His face appears tired and tense. Orange Circle Scene 2, hospital room, Max, location, Hawkins, Central Hospital description. Max is still in a coma. Lucas is sitting next to her, reading from Wuthering Heights. Lucas, greater than, even if I'm dead, I'll still love you, Max. Suddenly, Max's finger moves for a moment. Quick cut to the monitor screen. The pulse is rising. Orange Circle Scene 3. The Red Zone. Inside Vecna's mind. Location, Vecna's mind. The underworld description. Vecna is suspended in threads of black energy, surrounded by the voices of ghosts and victims. A mysterious voice, possibly the source of the true evil, whispers to him, "Greater than, you have seen, but your vision is not complete. It is time for the king to return." His eyes open suddenly. A close-up of his eye reveals Hawkins in the distance, as if he were a target. Orange Circle Scene 4. Group meeting, Dustin's garage, location, Hawkins, Dustin's house description, Dustin, Mike, Nancy. Jonathan, Lucas, and 11 are gathered, reviewing maps of Hawkins. Dustin, greater than, the cracks are spreading, the earth is trying to speak, but no one is listening. 11, with tears in her eyes, greater than, it's my fault. If I hadn't lost my power in the beginning, we could have stopped him. Mike, greater than, we still have a chance, and if we lose together. Jonathan, greater than, okay, where do we start? Dustin pulls out a folder titled, The Lab, Classified Blueprints, the original plans for the facility where it all began. Orange Circle end of episode 1. Shocking shot. Max's eye opens. The last scene shows Max's face in the hospital. Suddenly, her eye opens, but it's all black. Clapperboard Stranger Things, Season 5, Episode 2 title, Echoes of the Mind, episode length, 59 minutes. Orange Circle Scene 1. Inside the hospital, moments after the end of episode 1. Location, Hawkins Central Hospital, Max's room description. The alarms suddenly go off. The nurse screams, "Nurse, greater than, we have a patient who's come out of a coma, but her readings aren't normal." Lucas looks at Max in shock. Max opens her eyes, looks up at him, but doesn't speak. She rolls her eyes toward the ceiling. Her vision temporarily turns red, then returns to normal. Lucas, greater than, Max, did you hear me? Max, in a low, mysterious voice, greater than, he's still inside. Orange Circle Scene 2. Base of operations, Dustin's garage, location, Dustin's house, Garage. Dustin draws a map on the blackboard showing the city's weak points. Nancy browses through old files on Hawkins' lab and finds a mysterious name. Greater than, Dr. Owens, contingency file, Omega Gate, 11. Greater than, I know Dr. Owens. He's helped us before. But what is Omega Gate? Mike. Greater than. If this is the key to the world of Vecna, then we have to get to it before they do. Orange Circle Scene 3. Hopper returns. Location. Police station. Interrogation room. Hopper investigates a series of mysterious crimes on the outskirts of town. In each case, the suspect claims to have heard voices that caused him to lose control. Hopper, worried, greater than, Vecna's talking to them, which means he's not just alive, he's starting to take over. Orange Circle Scene 4. Max's mind, inner journey, location. Inside Max's mind, dream world, upside down. Max is asleep in the hospital, but the camera enters her mind. She walks into a distorted version of the skating rink, the same place where she was humiliated in Season 4. Vecna's voice whispers to her from all directions, greater than, see, you were weak, and everyone left you. Max, angrily, greater than, I won't be afraid of you anymore. Vecna appears to her, but his face is blurred. He tries to touch her, but she raises her hand and the place starts shaking. Orange Circle Scene 5. Sawyer returns, surprise, location. The woods outside Hawkins. A distant camera follows a mysterious figure wearing a hat. He stands at the crack in the ground, kneels, and pulls out a complex device. His voice is soft, cold, and mysterious. Greater than, if I open the final gate, no one will come back. He removes his breathing mask. It's Sawyer, a government agent presumed dead. Orange Circle Scene 6. Inside the Byers house. Confrontation. Nancy, Jonathan, Will, and 11 watch an old recording from Hawkins' lab. The recording shows Dr. Owens saying, greater than, if I open the Omega Gate, the power that will come out will erase reality. This is our last resort if we lose control. 11 looks at everyone. Greater than, if this is our only hope, then we must find the gate before Vecna does. Orange Circle. End of Episode 2. Max fully awakens. A terrifying surprise. It's nighttime. The hospital room is dark. Max opens her eyes fully, gets out of bed, and says in a different voice, greater than, the king is coming. Sudden disconnection, black screen. Stranger Things, Season 5, Episode 3. Title, The Gate Below. Episode length, 61 minutes. Orange Circle Scene 1. Hospital room. Max. Location, Hawkins Hospital. After midnight. Description. Max stands in the middle of the room, looking into the mirror. Her reflection is different. Vecna's face appears behind her. Vecna's voice, from inside her, greater than, the bonding has begun. Time is ticking. Max opens the window and quietly climbs out. The camera follows her as she walks down the street as if she were sleeping. Orange Circle Scene 2. Dustin's house. 1:13 a.m. Dustin wakes 11 after his alarm goes off on his electromagnetic detector. Dustin, greater than, the system detected an anomaly in the hospital. A pulse similar to Vecna's activity occurred before the mall disaster. 11, worried, greater than, Max, we have to go now. Orange Circle Scene 3. Vecna's hideout, upside down, location. The old gate. Near the school. Max walks through the darkness, reaches a strange place in the forest, the ground splits, and enters the newly opened gate. Inside the upside down, a long corridor of bones appears, at the end of which is a throne of flesh and thorns. Vecna is sitting on it. Vecna, greater than, You are not forced. You are chosen. And I have chosen you to be my eyes in their world. Max, in a voice other than her own, greater than. As you choose, sir. Orange circle scene 4, military base, Utah, location. A secret government facility, called Mercury Base, brand new scene. We see a new character, a mid-40s officer named Major Brenner II, Dr. Brenner's son, officer, greater than, we found the source. The leaking energy is coming from just beneath Hawkins. This isn't the only gate. There's one deeper, called the Omega Gate. Aid, greater than, but if you open both gates at the same time, Officer Brenner, greater than, the world will end. Orange circle scene 5, inside Nancy's house, Alliance, the group, 11, Mike, Dustin, Nancy, Jonathan. Lucas, reaches a decision. Greater than they must close the cracks permanently. Will, greater than, but every time we close a crack, another one appears. It's as if the world refuses to close. Nancy, greater than, we must confront him inside his throne. 11, closing her eyes, greater than, if I can enter Max's mind, I can learn his true location. Orange circle scene 6. Parallel world. 11 enters Max's mind. 11 sits on the floor, holding Lucas's hand. She concentrates, and begins to enter Max's dream, but finds herself on a battlefield. Vecna appears and addresses 11. Greater than, finally, my side. But you're not ready. He lunges at her, and a violent mental battle begins, in which memories are torn apart and the past is distorted. 11 screams, greater than, I won't let you touch her again. But in an instant, she's knocked out of the dream and thrown backward to the floor in reality. Dustin, terrified. Greater than, 11. What happened? 11, with ragged breaths, greater than, he intends to open the Omega Gate tonight, using Max. Orange circle end of episode 3. Max arrives at Omega's location, final scene. Upside down. A massive underground portal. Max stands in the center of a circle drawn in blood. In the distance, Vecna raises her hand, and new cracks open in the black sky. A deep, and completely new, voice rises from underground. Greater than, you have come, the carrier. The portal will open. Sudden cut. Ending music. Dash dash dash.